Oke, kita lanjut lagi. Kita sekarang ngomong sama Otto lagi. Habis bertarung dengan Hugo lah.
Is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs. Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing
Kupka.
what she can to try and track
Hugo.
him.
Hugo
She's feeding us
diambil
space.
siapa ya tadi tuh ya?
We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends.
Belum
in the
sempat
west,
berubah dia jadi
asking them to
Titan.
Keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet.
Bakalan ada pertarungan kedua kali nih.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive.
Fire Yacht.
Still busy saving the world.
Tih, karakter baru lagi kah?
Mid. When did you get back?
Karakter baru nih.
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas.
Oh, dia sekolah.
He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her.
Ada Vivian.
While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Oke.
Sir, now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
Profesor.
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Oke.
Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Botman.
What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
Oke.
Storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's
Atau
plotting.
kita lihat dulu ya. Siapa tahu dapat bisa nge-upgrade ability. Sedikit banget ya. Ini sih sebenarnya bisa, Ci. Kita sekarang dapat kekuatan ini. Dih, bagus yang ini, cuy. Oke. Speak with Mid. Kita ketemu Mid dulu ya.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Oke.
Took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then.
Oke,
I wanna
Mid maunya
turn
apa
you
nih?
down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it.
Otonya ayahnya kah?
Canva to learn everything he did.
Sepertinya sih itu.
That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
Oke.
For me?
Kita suruh ngapain ini, Ci?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
Disuruh ngapain kita sama ini ya?
Equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the
Disuruh cari
designs for the
material
stuff I
dong.
need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can
Ampret.
make myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Well, quest accepted. Kita nyari permintaan ini dulu.
Where to start?
Dia ada 3
Materials and
tempat.
tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Oh, dekat aja sih. Ada 2 material ya? Kenapa dia nggak nyari sendiri sih? Bikin repot aja cuy. Fulfillment request.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks.
Speed with Karen, speed with Blackthorn.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Karen dulu ya.
Was wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
Oke. Kita kasih dulu daftar yang diinginkan oleh
This lot.
siapa sih tadi?
Much of a trader if I could.
Sim.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Oke.
it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Mid.
Thank you.
Si Mid kampret. Baru datang dari Rosaria langsung banyak perintah dia. Oke, kita ke sini. Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Supply kit. Dang, dang, dang.
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Till I'll
Okay.
bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
Oh, nanti dibawakan langsung ke Mid ya. Udah gitu aja kayaknya.
That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Di mana carpenternya? Ke di bawah ya. Speak with Bardolph on the pier. Ke arah mana ya? Ada jalan ke sini kah? Tata. Wih, di bawah cuy.
Oh, what a lovely fragrance.
Emang ada jalan nembus nih? Kalau nggak ada, aduh kocak sih nih. Muter kita jauh banget. Nggak ada jalan.
Won't be long now, Martel.
Sumber air bersihnya di sini. Tada. Sama jauh ke sini.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Turunnya laut mana sih, Cok? Ah. Dia di bawah dong. Oh, lewat ini, lift-liftan ini.
Do with a good oiling, this could. Should be enough to.
Oke.
How do, Master Sid?
How do?
Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally, I thought of you.
Oke.
I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full.
Ya, dia nggak
keeping
mau
this
dong.
place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't
Banyak
patch
kerjaan,
them,
dia sibuk.
will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest.
Bernard.
Bernard, was it?
That's right.
Bernard.
And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him.
Oke.
Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Kita cari Bernard sekarang. Martha's Rest. Martha itu bukannya jauh tempatnya nih Martha sih. Tuh kan, dia di sini. Biar keliling sampai bego nggak ketemu. Oke. The Imperial Province. Hello.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
Bernard.
Don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
Nyari
Went up to
Bernardnya dulu nih.
Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. As far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Kita keluar dulu ya. Torgal bukan sih, lo kok ada di sini dia, Cek?
She had a man of Grega.
Villager.
Please, teach me how to fight.
Dan nggak ada jalan di sini. Muter berarti. Ih, masa ke sana sih, cuy? Wah, ke sana nih. Jauh. Kayaknya laut ke sana ya. Si Bernard ngapain? Lagi jauh banget tempatnya. Gila, lebih banyak banget monster di sini, Cuk. Kita potong jalan aja nih. Organ ikut terus rupanya. Nah, ada monster. Pasti disuruh nyelesain dulu nih. Tuh kan, belum ngomong.
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you know?
dijelasin nih ceritanya, sudah dijelaskan. Nggak bisa.
Building a workshop, you say?
Tuh
That
kan.
beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Nah, Anda maunya kan? Hancurin monster-monster itu dulu nih kayaknya. Suruh ngapain?
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though,
Cressida.
except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across, only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
well, thank you kindly.
Ya, bantai-bantai dulu. Kok masih 3 aja ya? Slay the creatures.
This shouldn't take long.
Gimana mau nge-attack lo kalau banyak gini, bro? Kultur. Gimana kasih berubah torgol itu ya? New enemy approach.
Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill!
Oke. Banyak juga ngabisin energi, cuy.
That should do it.
Itu bersihkan area sini ya.
You made short work of that lot.
Nyantai banget dong.
Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
kuburan-kuburan ya di sini ya.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Desanya udah lama ditinggalin.
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left.
A decade.
Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Oke.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Kita speak with Mid lagi ya. Kita ini aja nih. Time travel aja. Time travel. Fast travel aja. Oke. Urusan udah selesai.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Lewat sini nih kalau nggak salah.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive. You've all done then.
Oke.
I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Arthur's Rest.
Udah beres kita.
Brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there...
Jangan nanya lagi dong. Nanti kita disuruh lagi, cuy.
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So
Oke.
as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work.
Can work.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. Oke. Quest complete. Getting to work ya.
That's my good deed for the day.
Visit infirmary.
Let's see how Jill's faring.
Oke. Kita kesini lagi. Tarja.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Oke.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best.
Bukannya udah ya dia ngomong
Gav
gini.
is looking for you. He said he had something to show you.
Oh, Gav nyariin
The shelves.
Sid ya. Clive.
Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor.
Oke.
Must have found something.
Kita tanya ke Gav dulu.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Halo.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
Kenapa nih Torgal?
Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories.
Northern ya.
They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive,
Oke.
I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian.
Jangan-jangan disuruh balikin si Torgal nih
Such
ke
was his
komunitasnya.
mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir ya.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Kayak legendanya God of War aja nih.
The annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva.
Dominant of
a
Shiva
girl
ya.
from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound.
Kita perjalanannya kayak kesana dulu nih.
As the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
Torgal mah nggak ngerti.
Regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Kesehatannya aman-aman aja katanya.
There you are!
Duh, manggil lagi si
I've
Mit.
been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Kenapa sih harus Clive? Oke, dia buat apa nih? Sometime later.
Ain't it brilliant?
Paling tumpuk-tumpukan kayu aja.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Kayak perpustakaan gitu ya?
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Speak with Vivian. Profesor ahli strategi. Si Clap lagi senang nih. Loncat-loncat terus. Oke.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles.
Kita nyari Kupka lagi nih. Belum puas kita ngebantai dia.
In unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Oke, dijelasin lagi. Tuh, kok bengong, Cok?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
Apalagi Otto.
We, have a guest.
Ada tamu nih katanya.
A guest?
Siapa?
for your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Pamannya.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Aduh. Sementara itu kita pindah tempat lagi ya. Nah ini nih kayaknya ngambil siapa ya? Ngambil Hugo. Ya bukan sih?
The Dalmatian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us.
Ini Prince ini bengong-bengong aja dia.
Mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Emperor Sylvester.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
Bahamut and Titan.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Aduh. Oke. Harus ada bunga gini ya. Kenapa sih dia harus ngirup bunga itu, cuy?
Prepare for battle.
Sire.
Bersiaplah untuk perang.
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your radiance, I shall depart at once.
Oke.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Oke.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Itu bocah kenapa ya? Diam-diam aja. Kita balik lagi ke sini.
Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Aduh.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Ini pamannya kenapa lagi nih?
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2000 gold dong.
2,000?
Banyak banget.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Coco withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Oke, kita dijelaskan lagi sekarang.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? to load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield.
Keen mind,
and you have your
Rosfield.
answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Oke. Kita sekarang ke Otto lagi ya.
Mid's finished outfitting her little work.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
Sebelum matahari terbenam ya.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head.
Wih, kita masih ngejar Kupka dulu dong.
I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Oke.
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn.
Dalamil Inn.
Heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Oke.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav.
Kenapa dia?
I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Gitu cuy. Sekarang kita mau ke Byron. Kita ambil supply dulu ya.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Sebelum kita berangkat.
Who's this blue blood?
What do you reckon Mid's going to make next? Is it business or pleasure?
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Oke, kita ke Byron.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Let's go. Akhirnya kita berangkat. Valkyrie Desert. Lawan siapa di sini ya? Dalmatian Republic. Bertiga aja sama pamannya.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Waktu masih muda dia kesini. Udah berubah mungkin.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. Mark for the Delmil Inn.
Dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Jadi banyak monster di sini, anjir. Kita jalan kaki.
Years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born.
Ji, waktu masih kecil, Clive kesini ya.
But you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand.
Banyak orang kok di sini. Kayak kota ya? Bukan kota sih kayaknya ini. Oh bukan, cuma tempat peristirahatan sementara. Ini kok pada nggak naikin ya? Untanya burung.
Ah, there she is.
Nah ini kotanya nih.
Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst.
Kota pasir dong, di gurun pasir. Oke. Wah. Udah apa nih?
Look there. Those are ashen steeds.
Udah hitam.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Iya anjing nggak diterima di dalam katanya. Ngerti aja nih Torgal. Masa nggak mencurigakan penampilannya nyentrik gini?
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Di, ada tamu istimewa di atas nih kayaknya. Dibawakan khusus dia. Duh. Si ini ada di sini ya. Joshua. Udah muntah darah dia, cuy. Karena dia memasukkan ultima di badannya.
Not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Oke. Pak Mahmud sih ya yang si Prince tadi.
You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Di sini banyak kepentingan nih orang di sini. Jangan-jangan ini yang ngeliat ini ya kakaknya Joshua nanti.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the FANG without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
Bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Pamannya sih. Nerocos.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Kenapa nih?
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Dia nggak lihat ya?
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you can spare us an
Marung lagi kita kata ini ceritanya. Belum sempat makan.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Gladly. Dia mau makan. Loh.
the outlaw. Take him.
Hancur tempat cuy. Gak ngeri nih jurus. Kena anjir. Biar cepet aja lah. Jurus kita soalnya mencupu. Lama banget ngabisin ini aja. Gila, dibantai sampai mati anjir. Hancur dong.
For your trouble.
Diganti.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Kurang garam ya. Hambar deh. Dia ngeliat apaan?
Now's our chance.
Bloody hell.
I'm fine.
Dih, kabur. Gak ketemu lagi dong sama kakaknya. Nyala dia.
Clive?
Kok lambat ininya?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Kirain bakalan ketemu. Belum cuy.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
Rex FANG. Lanjutkan perjalanan lagi ya. Loh. Jalannya ditutup dong.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
Oke, jadi gimana caranya dong?
Perhaps the desert hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery.
Kita cari Rosina Dalamil ya.
We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search.
Kita cari Rosina dulu.
As to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Speak with the townspeople.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine for it.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake! You're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool to...
Oke, kita tanya dulu nih.
I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Oke.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Ntar ngomong nih pamannya.
You wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Thank you all the same. Satu lagi ya.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long.
Jutek banget dong.
A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's
Cari
easy.
trader terkaya ya.
Forest. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
Oke.
Nice kiss, you say. Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Can I help you?
Bisa-bisanya kita nanya random orang aja.
I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil.
Zina
An
Dalamil.
long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand.
Nah, namanya itu sih kayaknya tadi.
Merchant families.
Oke.
That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly. Oke.
It sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this photo knows.
Jangan kita tadi sudah ngelewatin dia. Ferda.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
Hey, Ferda.
Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
Okay.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Gampang banget.
Introduction.
Bordello. Bolak balik kita disuruh.
Do you think we can trust him?
Kayaknya kita dijebak nih kayaknya nih. Hajar dulu nih kayaknya, hajar dulu.
So you're
Tuh,
the
kan.
ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Nih, Torgolnya salto anjir. Sakti bet. Enggak ada yang mati cuy. Sudah pakai jurus sekejam itu.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss.
The boss.
He wanted us to test you. Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda? Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Rosina.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
Oke. Kita ikutin dia.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Lights and pods!
Needed to a silken sock.
Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpets have...
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Banyak banget ya jual pedang ya.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
Oke.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
Sid.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what
Bukannya
do
dia
you think
perempuan ya?
is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
Banyak maunya si kampret.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man... Oh, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want.
Oke.
I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Nurse Greybeard, one catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3.
Aduh.
Making this too easy for
Riwah
you.
banget, Cuk. Banyak sekali maunya.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Follow the
I
crystal.
thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Ada yang nyuri kristalnya ya. Itu mau ngurusin si pencuri kristal nih kayaknya nih. Di pamannya di situ aja deh nongkrong.
Do you have a moment?
Apalagi?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The
Drake's
soldiers
Fang.
guarding the mother crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money
Ini
about
kristalnya kayak emas ya, ditambang-tambang gitu ya.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Satu lagi.
Light, meat, and dark. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
What?
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis.
Okay.
No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Kampret.
Starting to get an idea of what's been going.
Satu lagi. Find Byron lagi.
If Uncle Byron's learned anything of use, they'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Loh, tadi Uncle Byronnya di sini.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Udah dibayar kan tadi?
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Keselin banget. Mana sih uncle-nya ya? Gak ada jalan dong.
Let me treat you.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
sense. That's a black pearl.
Pakai uang aja deh
One
nyuap-nyuap.
of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement.
Awas dirampok dong.
Here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Nanti kena rampok lagi sama ini. Man of the Rock. Okay.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking
Banyak orang-orangnya Kupka di sini ya.
where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Lubor spoke of.
That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk.
Songong-songong gimana gitu pamannya. Oke.
I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a
Speak with
secluded corner of the
apa nih?
Velkoy.
Russian does with the soldier of the desert.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
I need a drink.
Bisa lewat sini nggak?
Fucking men of the wrong.
Chunk of wire. Ya nggak bisa cuy. Ada jalan ke sini cuy. Tutup ya.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of...
Anjir, ketutup semua, Cuk.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do you think they'll be back soon?
The deserves the soul in the desert. Wih, banyak banget yang ngomong. Lihat sini, kita lihat sini. Musiknya langsung berubah dong. Seberang nih kayaknya sih. Bisa di sini ya. Si 200 yard soalnya. Di balik gunung sana nih. Duh, kok ke sana?
I'll take it from here.
Oke. Si Byron ini kekuatannya apa sih? Di si penjual kristal dong. Malingnya anak buahnya Kupka.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon.
Banyak banget ya uang ya.
If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Ini prajurit korup juga nih, jual-jual cari duit ya.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us.
Duh, jadi gimana?
From them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than
Royal
you, my
Knight dong.
lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Royalist dong.
Collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty.
Pokoknya duit aja, duit.
Being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Kill them both.
Now, Torgal!
Hajar semua.
Not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up.
Ada yang sihir-sihirnya juga itu ngelindungi prajurit. Oi. Oi, oi.
All yours, Torgal.
Ini enemy juga kah? Memang enemy dong. Mampus semua. Dislain dia. Mereka sesama prajurit bisnis. Gak peduli dong musuh. Ting duit.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Byron.
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling.
Tiba saja nih si Lubron ini.
Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Kesel ngeliatnya cuy. Oke, berapa waktu kemudian? Kita nggak dikasih jalan, lama banget ini.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
Nope. Thank you very much, Greybeard.
Brewok abu nih. Jenggot abuan.
Here.
Jenggot abu, jenggot ini abu-abu. Desert Rose from Lobo. Oke, kita dapat.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
Perasaan gak ada jadi temen, Cuk.
Feel free to send one of my stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Gua bukan perempuan ya.
Umi Allah Stellan. Tu Isa Kelis.
Deh. Bisa baca mantra dong.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Oke.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Kita menuju ke selatan ya.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. Follow the crystal. Oke. Perjalanan kita masih jauh ini. Sekarang kita menuju maze for Drake's Fang. Oke, let's go.
What I'm hearing?
Lewat sini ya. Kita ini kan kayak raya ya. Kenapa nggak beli kuda sebenarnya? Bisa sih sebenarnya.
They've opened the gate.
Lubo was true to his word.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it?
Datang lagi si kampret.
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Okay.
By choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days.
Orang-orangnya udah nggak bisa melapor nih. Udah beberapa hari.
isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
Okay.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Kupka. Kita jalan kaki, jalan kaki.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Ini nggak bisa jalan sini.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
Naik ini ya kayaknya. Beli sih kayaknya. Press on. Ini sih ada yang ini ya jualan ya. Berapa sih harganya?
I do. Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune down in the golden sands of Dalamil? From mercantile stock myself, as it happens. You'd never guess.
Banyak bacot, Cuk.
Around in Dravost. And like my old man, Pa, I've been wandering the world hunting Gilbard's blessing ever since. Reckon I might have found it, too. You've heard about the famous healing waters they got round these parts, right? Well, I'm thinking, if I could
Aduh.
dress it up a bit, lay on drinks and fancies and whatnot, I'd have a license to mint.
Bacot anjir.
Soothing your aches and pains with a grape in your gob and a glass in your hand. There's nothing people wouldn't pay. How do? Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune down in the golden sands of Dalamil?
Gimana sih caranya beli kampret bacot terus soalnya dia. Cuma mau beli kuda aja ribet. Jauh. Akhirnya kita sampai.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Drake's Fang. Deh.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Di dalam pegunungan ya.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Uncle-nya nggak masuk ya?
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
Loh, dia kok minta maaf? Minta maaf apa?
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's
Sorry
not
buat
too
apa?
late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No, Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now.
Dia bertarung untuk membentuk dunia baru sekarang.
A better world.
Dunia yang lebih baik.
Where men can live and die on their own terms.
Oke.
I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways.
Ditinggal dong. Kirain bersama-sama ke sana. Sama Torgal aja berarti.
I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Gila Torgal.
I'm coming for you.
Kuka. Buset, jauh dong.